All right, y'all. So I got a lot of flack for my very loose explanation of the Do the Damn Thing daily planning board. People said, man, it was good. I like it, but I didn't really understand what all the little things that were cards and other stuff. So can you go further into detail? And I said, yes, I will do that. And this is me doing that. So if you're like into Trello board and task management and executing and getting things done, this is the video for you. If you are not, move on, get you another video. And here we go. This is the template. And if you want the template, drop Do the Damn Thing down there in the comments. I'll make sure I'll hook you up with the link or go through the show notes. I'm sure it's in the show notes there somewhere. So here we go. So there are some pre-populated columns. One is the to-do column. The second one is the doing column. The third one is the done column. There's already a video for you out there that kind of goes into the to-do, doing, done. It's not too complicated, but it gives you some insight as to how to kind of go through the deal. The fourth column here is the squirrel cage. And I'll come back to the squirrel cage because that one seems to be pretty popular. But this is set up so that you can go in there, download the template, and start putting it to use for yourself. You probably have to create a Trello account if you don't have one. It's not that hard, super, super useful. I've been using this tool for a very, very long time. And no, I ain't getting no money for sporting their stuff. But anyways, I got 6 pre-populated cards, and these cards are intended to give you step by step. They are in an order, top, the first one is at the top, second, third, fourth, and so forth. Going through those cards one by one, for example, you would say, this is what I'm doing. Slide it over to doing. Click on that bad boy and open it up. And so it gives you some instructions in here that I populated. So if the grammar's off, it's me. It says focus on one day at a time, then focus on one task at a time. Only one card in the doing column. After completing the task, slide it over, then bring over the next card. Gives you a good rule of thumb is to archive your done column after you have done your reflection. If you want to learn more about that, let me know in the comments because there's a few extra steps, but it's not super necessary yet. Then you get to start a brand new done column and measure how well you execute. So that would be number 1. Duh, read it, go through it. Number 2, create labels. And so it says identify the buckets you spend your time doing because we all have different buckets. Example, work stuff, home stuff, kid stuff, exercise, and expect this to change over time because it will. Once you get in the habit of using this, you'll start getting clarity about where you spend a bunch of your time and where you want to spend most of your time and what you want to do less of. But the idea is if you get it out of your head and make it super, super visible, you'll be able to see that and learn and improve and execute all of the things at the same time. So then it's wait a minute, he said create labels. How do you do that? Well, you come over here, you click on labels, and you get this option. This is the preliminary option. You can create more labels by clicking on create more. There's all kinds of super cool colors and designs, but we're going to keep it simple. We're going to go back to just the basic one. And so I'm going to pick green, and I'm going to click on that little pencil there, and I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to say test 1, save. And then I'm going to go to the yellow one, and I'm going to give that one a title. Test 2, save. So now I'm creating a new card, and right out of the gate, I can come back and give it a label. Which one is it? It is test 1. Now, again, don't put test 1, say kids or family or work or triathlon train, whatever. And then you'll have a visual, a color to categorize the things that you do all the time. So green could be work stuff. Red could be family stuff. Blue could be kid stuff. I don't know, put it to work. That's how you do the labels. And if you accidentally assign a label to something, all you got to do is come back here and take those little blue squares, boom, and it'll go back down just to the one you want. And if you want to change a label, you hit the little pencil again. And in this case, I'm going to delete it because I want this to be a clean template for you. Duh. Boom, bam, hit save, boom, boom. And then, okay, so here's another one, right? So we just ran through this. I'm kind of going through super fast. Identify your curveballs. Whenever you have stuff that comes up that's not on your plan, that wasn't on your calendar, that's not on your board, I recommend creating a card that says curveball and giving it a color. For me, my color is orange for curveballs. Don't ask me why I picked orange, I just did. what that does, it has helped me really keep track of, or what I have found is that I can learn real quick where those curveballs are coming from, and more specifically, who is bringing them, so that I can come up with a plan to like mitigate that, so it doesn't kick me in the face like it normally does, right? I don't like getting off track. I want to get my stuff done. Anyways, you can see the description there. The point is, every one of these cards has a description. Open up the card, follow the instructions. This is intended to help you boost execution of tasks. Daily execution, daily task management. That is the point here. And the little cards are there to help you get started. If you don't already have a system, if you have a system that's working for you and this seems like a pain in the butt, scrap it. Keep using whatever works for you and make this your own thing, because you'll, like you see here, you'll get the link. If you get the link and you click on the link, it's going to get you to here and it's going to say create a board from template. Yes, that's what we want you to do, because then it'll be your own template so that other people won't mess it up and you'll be able to access it and do all kinds of super cool stuff on your own thing, right? So download it, make your own template. And the grand finale, the squirrel cage. What is the squirrel cage? Well, the squirrel cage, this column here is a fourth column that I added because I learned that I was my biggest problem. I don't think I'm the only one. And what I mean by that is when I get ideas, I want to go chase them down. Like something will pop in my head and I want to go research it. I want to go look it up and I want to learn more about it, but not when I'm doing my work. And my big fear is, man, if I don't do something with that thing, I'm going to forget. Like I need to hold it. I need to do something. So what I do now, those are squirrels, right? Or I get a pop-up or somebody texts me or I get something that says, hey, I need to take an action, but it's not on the plan and it's not like super urgent. Then I create a card, whatever it is, unplanned stuff. Here, we'll do this real quick. And then I move it over here into the squirrel cage. So I don't go chasing squirrels. I put them in the squirrel cage so that I know where they are when I want to go back and mess around with them. And then when do I mess around with them? After I've completed my planned work for the day. Then I get to play with the squirrels. That's it. That's what the squirrel cage is all about. And there are some instructions in here, right? It's a better way of me just blabbing my mouth. But the main point is each of these cards is pre-populated for you so that you can follow the instructions and get a sense of how to best use this system tool if you've never done it before. If you have, you know what to do. Maybe you just want the super cool do the damn thing daily management logo on your thing, and I love that. If you found this helpful and you're all about like time management, productivity techniques, thinking, or mind shifts around how to make the most out of the time you have on this earth, check out this playlist because it's got a bunch of little goodies in there that may get you to think a little differently. Be cool, and we'll talk at you next time.